Are you awake still? Me too. Since you're awake, I'd like to share some of my dream journal with you. Would that be okay? Thanks, but I have to be quiet because they're sleeping in the next room. I don't want to wake them. So you have to get really close so you can hear me. Okay, I have about 2 years worth of dreams in my dream journal. And this next one is pretty crazy. It's kind of like telling spooky stories. Some of these dreams are pretty dark. I hope you're ready for it. But don't worry, we're safe. I got you here. You're good. These are dreams from way back in 2019. This is the morning of February 3rd. First I'll read them to you, and then I'll tell you what I think they mean. Loose badger, loose snake, lizard, farm, Metallica Hospital, size 7 ultra shoes, fit just fine. Friends are dying. Hey, look, I told you it was dark, okay? The next one is pretty dark, too. Scuba diver causes trouble and kills parents. Patriot gets revenge. World War II time travel, helping the enemy defeat the Nazis. Ghosts. Each cell had Slender Man. Overpriced CDs. Custom keyboard. Oh my goodness, there's so much here. I'm gonna try to get through it. And you're gonna have to come in close so you can hear me. Alright, so first, the loose badger and snake and lizard on a farm. These usually refer to times when I am trying to be responsible for certain things that are getting out of hand. And I feel like there's a lot of things going on. This was at a period of time when I had just landed in Norfolk after coming from California for a school that I had to attend. And soon I would fly to Jacksonville. There were upcoming responsibilities that I needed to do. I wasn't looking forward to it. So I think that's what I had to do in the dream, is get these loose animals and put them back in their cages, I guess. Usually when I have dreams about animals that are wasn't afraid of anything. None of it was a nightmare. So, the snakes. Some of them were venomous snakes. The lizards were, they weren't harmful, but the badger was, and I was not looking forward to it, but everything turned out just fine. It was on a farm or a ranch or something. Alright, the next bit. I wrote down the word Metallica. A lot of my dreams are pretty heavy metal, so that makes sense. But I don't know what it means. Hospital. Friends are dying. I don't think there were actual friends that were dying. I think this part of the dream represents that I had friends that I missed. They weren't with me. And at the time I was staying at a friend's house, and he was on the ship, and I was staying at his apartment in Norfolk. And I missed him, and I missed some of the other guys that were on the ship, and it was kind of lonely there and uncomfortable. I didn't like it. So I think that's what that represents. It could also mean myself. Maybe there was something about myself that was dying or removing from my life or something. Maybe getting out of a bad habit. I think that was around the time that I was quitting smoking. I'm not sure. The next is size 7 Ultra shoes. Fit just fine. Well, this is just about shoes, because I had recently bought a pair of shoes. They were the wrong size, and I had to return them. So then I had a dream, I guess, that they fit. Except I don't wear a size 7. That's tiny. So, moving on. A scuba diver causes trouble and kills parents. Patriot gets revenge. So this means something to me now, but I'm not sure what it meant at the time. My mother has passed away recently, and the person responsible for the car accident didn't do it on purpose. Just like in this dream, the scuba diver caused trouble and people died. It wasn't on purpose or anything. This guy, same thing. I don't have any ill feelings toward him. My mother has passed on to the other side, and she has not ceased to exist. She just exists in a different place. So next is World War II time travel, helping the enemy defeat the Nazis. This dream stood out to me at the time as being fantastical and adventurous. There was a train, and I was trying to get on the train, but there was something preventing me from getting on the train. There was something I had to overcome, and I had to defeat the Nazis. It was quite satisfying. cells, like prison cells, in which there were ghosts and like the Slender Man in each cell. It was grim and it was unsettling, but it wasn't frightening to me. This was all related in the same world that I was fighting the Nazis, and I'm not sure if I used them to help defeat them, or if maybe they represented the challenges I was trying to overcome, and the people that were helping me overcome those challenges, learning to work together to achieve a common goal. And I think that the ghosts and the Slender Man represented obstacles that weren't really important. They didn't really affect me, but I feel like in my life now, if there are things that are in my way, or that I think are in my way, I may have to take a step back and see if it really matters, or if it's just as immaterialistic as a ghost. The next bit was, I don't know, kind of comical. After leaving the area where we defeated the Nazis, we moved into a giant warehouse or building or something. There were CDs and trinkets and knickknacks and things that were overpriced, and I did not approve. One of those things was a custom keyboard. There were colorful stationery supplies and pens and pencils and keychains, and it was all ridiculously overpriced. And I think that is right around the time that I was looking for more stationery supplies to buy, and I saw things on sale, but they were still very expensive, and I didn't need to buy them, so I happen to have a very good level of self-control when it comes to making purchases. So I think that's more of a reminder to myself that, maybe it's good to think about something before you get into it, whether it's a purchase or whether it's any sort of commitment or taking on additional responsibility. Just, weighing all the options and making sure it's a wise decision. So, anyway, that's it for the Dream Journal for the 3rd of February, 2019. Thank you for listening. Did you like it? Then give it a like and follow the gentle